In the introduction to Moreh Nevuchim, the Rambam, Moses Maimonides, says something interesting. He says, if you have an intelligent fish and you have a conversation with that fish, then how will you explain or define fire to it? Every time we come to prayer, we come with limitations, like the fish. How can we possibly understand something beyond our own experience? Every time we say Mishaberach for our loved ones, we have a suspension perhaps of disbelief, because our rational belief within the limitations of the portion of the brain that we were allotted to use says it can't be. That a community praying can affect somebody else's life within or outside that community. But maybe suspending our disbelief is wise. I want to share with you a story that I have told countless times because maybe indulgently I never tire of hearing it. It's of twins in the womb, a brother and a sister. And the little sister turns to her brother and she says, I believe that there's life after birth. And the brother looks at her like she's crazy. And he says, life after birth? Who puts this nonsense into your head? Where'd you come up with that from? She says, I know you're not going to believe this either, but I actually believe that there's a mother. Now he starts to get angry. He says, a mother? You've never seen a mother, neither have I. Why can't you just accept what is? Look around you. Look how perfect this world is. All you need to do is cling to this cord that feeds you, and that's all. So the sister, taken aback, turns away. But since she only has her brother to speak to, she turns back and she comes to him. She says, I know you're not going to believe this. But you know these contractions, these squeezes that are uncomfortable and sometimes even painful, she says, and he says, I know you're going to tell me they're spiritual and divine and mystical. And he tries to shut her up. She says, yes. I believe that even they have meaning and that their meaning is that they're getting us ready for another place, even more beautiful than this, where we will actually see our mother face to face. Isn't that exciting? And the little boy turns away, hoping, as many little boys do at those moments, that his sister will just leave him alone. Let's say Mishaberach and suspend that disbelief. Let's understand the limits of our understanding and realize that we have a tradition of thousands of years of people calling to God in prayer on behalf of their loved ones. I want to ask you, as I call Dad to come up and sing Mishaberach, to please call out the names of your loved ones. Speak their names so the congregation hears them and so you hear them. And so God hears them and includes them in healing and wholeness.